Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We have got for you this evening the delight of the British Super League. The mighty Wigan Warriors taking on the Huddersfield Giants. We've just kicked off. So we'll go through the team lineups in a second for you. Just let's get the screen up and running. We can have a little transition over. There we go. There we go. We are up and running. Beautiful before this game. The tribute paid to Billy Boston, a Wigan and England and Great Britain great. Wigan kicking from right to left, playing in the cherry and white hoops, and Huddersfield in the pale blue. Funnily enough, kicking from left to right. There's a knock on there from Wigan, so not a good start. Matty Pete has made some changes this evening. Got to make my head a bit smaller so we can see the clock. That's far more important. Oh, the shower. I've got water in my ear. Apologies for that. Make Jimmy's head a bit smaller. No jokes. How's that? That's a little bit better. Let's get me central as we can. There we go. Wiggledon, as they say. Right. Little grubber kick comes in there from Huddersfield, cleaned up by Wigan. We've got a debutant on the field today as well. My glasses on, then we can see what's happening. Frawley is the debutant for Wigan, by the way. Kick comes in there from Harry Smith on his own 20. It's a long kick as well. It's going to be taken by Huddersfield on their own 20. They're going to be restarting from... Ooh, bit of a high shot there from Farrell. Gets away with it. 35 yards. That's where Huddersfield will be starting from. Team lineups, that's what we were doing. It's quiet at the minute, nobody in chat, so I'm being a little bit self-indulgent, but I do forget that people watch this on video a little bit later. Huddersfield trying to come down the left-hand side there, which is Wigan's right-hand side, and the weaker side for Wigan, as we've found in the last few weeks. High kick comes in, and it's going to be the opening score for Huddersfield. Yep, referee gives it the whistle. Points to the floor. Jay Field was stood on... Oh, hang on. It was a high hanging kick that came in from Huddersfield. Field was underneath waiting for it. Static. And Tuilolahea, at pace, just out jump Field, took the ball cleanly. And his momentum took him over the line. It's took, what, 5 minutes and Huddersfield are in the lead already. It was a kick that came in from the 30. Field is static. Good position, really, but nothing you can do when Tuilola Hayes running at pace and gets the launch. Nothing. Nothing that Field could do about that, really. So straight away, Huddersfield take an early lead. The kick to come. Not the start that Wigan, Matty Pete, and no doubt Billy Boston would have wanted. Yeah, let's go through these team lineups quickly. So we'll start with Huddersfield. Gagai, Swift, Halsall, Lolachea, Wolford. Just see if this conversion goes over. Does indeed. 0-6 to Huddersfield. Yeah, Wolford, Rushton, English, Greenwood, Cudjoe, Powell, Milne, Lanigan and Frawley. Substitutes benches Hewitt, Goulding, King, Rush and Bibby. Wigan go with Field, Kieran, Wardle, Smith, Havard, O'Neill, Nsemba, Farrell, Ellis, Dupree, Eckersley, Douglas and Wade. On the bench we've got Forber, Makin, Mago, Byrne and Leeming. It's going to be a warm night, no doubt, in sunny Wigan. And it's Huddersfield in possession. Four tackles completed. They've made 42 metres. They're just approaching the halfway line. English just gets over it. So they're going to be kicking from a decent position here. Frawley's just put that kick in again. This time it's taken by Wigan. And Wade brings it forward. Farrell's going nowhere. Do you know, I know we've only been playing a few moments and it's difficult to tell, but Wigan don't look at the races again. Wardle's trying to get something going. Dummies the pass there to Smith. Manages to get up to his own 40. 4 tackles completed though. Wigan trying to run it on the far side now. Eckersley's got room to run into. Douglas just got his ankles tapped there, or else he was in. 5th tackle. Smith centre field, 20 yards out. Wigan are running it. It's with Wardle, jinking and a jiving. He's going to get wrapped up there though. It's going to be the handover. About 3 yards out from their own goal line there. Oh. There was an offside there. So it is a penalty to Wigan. So we've got another set of 6. Havard just under the post trying to drive it in there. Cade Ellis just short of the line by about a metre. O'Neill's in at dummy half. Oh. Wigan have knocked it on. Wigan have knocked that on. Is there going to be a captain's challenge here? Ellis is convinced that, yeah, Wigan are going to challenge this. So we've got an early challenge here for Wigan. What you've got to make sure of is, if you're going to do that, there's no way you can make sure, but the referee is going to have sufficient evidence to overturn the on-field. Yeah, see, from... We need a different angle. Has it been... Oh, there's a hand in... This will be overturned. There's a hand in there. There's a hand in there, so this will be overturned. Or it should be, anyway. Just to say as well, tomorrow, I think it's lunchtime, about 1:30, this will crack off. We've got a friendly against Watch-Along. I think it's the final pre-season friendly before the league starts. And after a win in Bratislava the other evening, we'll be looking to continue a good run to the start of the season. I'm not convinced that we had a camera angle there to challenging conclusive. So they've not overturned it, but Wigan haven't lost their captain's challenge. Well, the referee had the best angle of anybody. He was stood 3 yards away, looking down straight at the play of the ball. So he should, for sure, have made the right decision. And Sember in the tackle there. Huddersfield coming down that left-hand side. Eckersley makes the tackle with help from Dupree. On the halfway line now. 4 tackles completed for Huddersfield. Havard with the tackle there with Ellis and Brad O'Neill. So they're going to be kicking, decent kicking position again for Frawley. Puts a high kick in. Douglas is underneath it, takes it well, comes in field. Bit of a high shot there. The referee says no. Wade brings it forward. They're only up to their own 20 at the minute, Wigan. It's good to see Matty Pete being true to his word, although I don't think he's got much choice in respect of... We're going to go with youth as opposed to buying in players. Wigan kicking on the 4th. Harry Smith from his own 30. It's a good kick. No chance for 40-20 though. Picked up by Flanagan. We'll be starting from their own 25. Huddersfield, that is. I'm going to say they and us. Should be impartial, but it is difficult because I do support the Wigan Warriors. Live chat is open. If you're watching this on replay, feel free to leave a message. If you want to get in touch with us at Catch It Live First, email catchitlivefirst@gmail.com. Just over the halfway line, Huddersfield. Good tackle there from Havard. Helped by O'Neill. Little grubber kick comes through. Are they in? No, unlucky with the kick off the ground there, Huddersfield. Straight into the arms of Harry Smith. And now they've been caught offside once again, Huddersfield. From the very off, 13 minutes gone. Huddersfield look like they're at the races. Wigan still look like they're celebrating with Billy Boston. And Sember over the 40. Still can't get to the halfway line though. O'Neill in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Ellis. Ellis to Smith. to Wardle. Wardle straightens it up. He just gets over halfway line. Over the halfway line, he's met by a wall of pale blue Huddersfield defenders. No yardage after contact. Now Eckersley tries his luck. Wigan still 45 metres out. 3 tackles completed. Fans trying to get behind the Warriors, but nothing at the minute. Wade down the wing. Now he cuts inside. The sideline wasn't his friend there. He's jinking and jiving. Tries for the gap. Do you know, I know he's only played 14 minutes, but Wade has been impressive and then knocks on. Commentators curse, as they say, but I've got to say, he plays very much in the mood of Liam Marshall. You know, that little jinky jivey. Yeah, it was just laziness, that. Getting up and not concentrating, kick the ball forward. O'Neill picks it up. Can't afford to be doing that, Wigan, at all. But impressive that from Wade, I've got to say. No Abbas-Miski tonight as well. So we've got no Abbas-Miski, no Liam Marshall. Neither of them looked fit last week against Leigh. You know, it's not hindsight to say I'm surprised that Matty Pete played them. Yeah, it's a big game against Leigh, but if they're not fit, do you become a liability? From what I've seen so far tonight, Wade would have put in a good performance. Marshall didn't look fit at all. Offload there from Huddersfield. Powell knocks on in the tackle there, though. Picked up by Farrell. So Wigan will be starting this set of 6 just inside their own half. Kieran. Short pass there to Douglas. Can't tell you what's happening because we're watching a replay. Smith on the 40, lays it off to Farrell. Farrell on the cutback, gets over the 40. 3 tackles gone. And Semba tries his luck, but he's brought down by Frawley. It's with Havard. Centre field. Tries turning in the tackle for the offload. Nobody really there. Smith got there eventually. But we're getting 15 yards out. 5th tackle. High. Well, sort of a chip kick comes in from Smith. Wigan doing what Wigan do. Trying to haul the player over the sideline. He was still moving and the referee calls held. If he's still moving, how does that work? Surely you've got to wait until he's steadied before you can call held. Otherwise, it negates the option to put him into touch. I'm not a referee, though. Frawley. Trying to spread it out left. Huddersfield. Nothing doing, though. 4 tackles completed. Still not up to their own 30. They are up to their own 30 just now. O'Neill and Sember and Havard in the tackle there. 5th tackle, so they're going to be kicking deeper this time. Lollahea puts a long high kick in. Wade's underneath it. Oh! Butterfingers. It kind of went... He outstretched his arms and the ball kind of went through. And I'm not sure whether he got a touch or not. He's not complaining too much. This is where you need Marshall. Get Marshall back in with his, even if he's on crutches. A jest, of course. Just needs some experience, doesn't he, Wade? Certainly looks like he's got the ability going forward. But to be honest, Marshall's defensive ability is as much an asset to his game as his try-scoring abilities. So it's going to be a scrum head and feed to Huddersfield on Wigan's 20. Coming down that left-hand side again, Huddersfield. Wigan eventually get over. 10 yards out. It's been swung to the right-hand side now. Kajor over the 10, brought down by Ellis Dupree and Havard. Missed pass there, trying to go on. Oh, blimey. Rawley was half a yard short there. Easy try for Huddersfield in at the corner. Just a floated pass. This all came from the mistake by Wade. But in fairness to Huddersfield, they didn't waste that opportunity. Wigan's defensive line was like a dogleg there, and just one floated missed pass. I'd have scored that try. Jacob Gagai. 7th Super League try of this season. I'm not sure what he did though, Wade. He was nowhere near catching that ball. And then he got caught, he got sucked in there. Yeah, Wade got sucked in, and then Gagai was out on his own. Nobody at home on the wing. Not a good start if you're a Warriors fan. But to be honest, I mean, Wigan are capable of coming back. Of course they are. But when you're missing so many key players, you know, we're missing Bevan French, we're missing Marshall, we're missing Abbas Miski. We're not playing well. Form over the last 4 or 5 matches has not been fantastic, let's be honest. So, you know, is this the night where they're going to get found out? And we're going to get a pasting. I said in the description of the video, Huddersfield were unlucky to lose against Wigan not more than a month ago. So tonight they'll be out for revenge. The kick's just to the left of the post from Flanagan Jr. But it was a good try from Huddersfield, that's all you can say. Who are defending from Wigan. Wigan on the edges do look ropey at times. Either way, we are back underway. Blimey. That was a heavy shot. Matty English there. He took the hit, but he's gone down after it, after he's played the ball. I think he felt that one. "21 minutes gone. 21 and a half minutes gone. Wigan 0, Huddersfield 10. To be honest, well deserved. Wigan haven't really troubled Huddersfield's goal line. Just the one time really when there was an alleged knock-on, which was inconclusive on the captain's challenge by Ellis. There's a knock-on there though by Huddersfield, so Wigan have got good starting field position on Huddersfield's 40. Kajor it was. It came out in the tackle, one-on-one as well. Douglas driving it forward. Leeming's in at dummy half. Looks like he's come on for Brad O'Neill. Patrick Mago's driving it forward. He's done a lot of work already, Patrick Mago. Wigan trying to come down that right-hand side. It's with Eckersley. He's got Douglas on his outside. Keeps hold of the ball, though. Wigan up to Huddersfield's 10. 3 tackles completed. It's switched to the left-hand side now. Patrick Mago drives it straight up the middle. Tries turning, looking for an offload. Referee calls held. Leeming in at dummy half, spreads it to the right-hand side. It's with Kieran. Kieran, with lovely pass there to Eckersley. As soon as he took possession, though, he's put to the floor. So on the 5th tackle, it's with Kieran. He's going to put a kick into the left-hand corner. Wade knocks it forward, and it's picked up by Huddersfield. Definitely something about Wade, though. I know he's made that error. He's had the knock on and the drop ball, but he's definitely... He looks like... I know it's early to... Oh, blimey, that's a high shot from Patrick Mago. But he didn't swing the arm. He just sort of went with a tackle. And as soon as he did it, he knew. So he... yeah, no force involved with that, but it was a definite high tackle. Kind of bounced off the ball a little bit, but certainly a penalty. Yeah, do you know Douglas? He reminds me of, as does Marshall, the way he jinks and jives, a little bit like a Jason Robinson. Not as good, but still young. Still got... I've got water in me ear. I've not checked the volumes either. Hopefully everything's all right. It looks so with the monitors, so we'll go with that. Huddersfield up to Wigan's 30. 3 tackles completed. Centre field driven in by Huddersfield. 4 tackles gone. Offload there. Now they've got a chance to come down. Well, they've gone central. Lola Hayes put a kick in there. I don't know why they went central. They had 2 players over on the left-hand side. Douglas manages to pick up the ball. He runs across his own goal line and he gets scragged round the neck, bounced into his own post and came back off the post into the field of play. Unlucky there for Huddersfield. Wade driving it in. Does well there. Does well, Wade. Gets just over the 10. Leeming in at dummy half. 1 out ball there to Eckersley. Eckersley are just short of the 20. 3 Huddersfield players in attendance. Yeah, it was Douglas got scragged into the post. Thankfully, the padding was there. 5th tackle for Wigan. Smith kicking from his own 30. Put some good distance on it. It's going to land on Huddersfield's 20. Swift's going to drive it back in. He's met by Havard, Farrell and Smith from his own kick. Huddersfield will be starting from their own 35. Fleming there, nobody to pass to, so he drives it forward, makes about 5 yards. Three tackles gone. Huddersfield just over the halfway line. And Sember up to the 30. Four tackles gone. Wigan trying to come down the left-hand side. Field in the line. Breaks the line. Hits the turbo button. He's got inside of him. Oh, that was a forward pass. He had Farrell inside of him. And Farrell just needed to halt just for a split second. It was a forward pass. Schoolboy stuff. Schoolboy stuff. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was a good 2 yards forward. Just got to sort something out, so bear with me 1 second if you don't mind. We'll still crack on. So I'm going to studio mode for a second. Penalty there for Huddersfield. Offside Wigan, it's going to be an easy 25 yards. Can't afford to do that. Not even close. Cruz Lehman, he stood like 3 yards in front, right in front of the referee. Ah, dear. Huddersfield once again over Wigan's 10. They've still got 4 tackles as well left. Trying to come down that left-hand side. Now it's straightened up. They're about 5 yards short of Wigan's post. Yeah, they've wasted that tackle there. Decent defence from Wigan. So the 5th tackle coming up. Lola here. Little offload to Fleming. Cool. Wigan pushing the luck there. It was literally the referee's gone upstairs, but it's definitely on-field decision is no try. I'm just not sure if he thinks there was maybe a knock on or there's no real danger of it being a try. It was Flanagan. It was Lola Heyer. To Flanagan. Flanagan driving over the line. Just a wild pass inside. Was it touched by Field? No. It wasn't touched by Field. It was... It's then knocked on by Huddersfield. So it'll be on the 5th, it'll be a handover to Wigan. Or indeed, it should be. No try. Should be a handover to Wigan. odd one. Right. Right, we're back with you. Fifth tackle, Huddersfield on Wigan's 10. Well, hey, with the ball to his right-hand side. Now a shovel pass. It's picked up by Wade. Wade's driven back towards his own line. He stays half a yard in the field of play, so it'll be Wigan starting from their own goal line. Wardle drives it forward, slips as he goes into the tackle, but makes about 5 yards. Two tackles gone. Wigan still only up to their own 10. Fifth tackle coming in for Wigan. Smith puts the kick in, but it was a bit of a hurried kick. No pressure on it from Wigan, and Huddersfield bring it back. They'll be starting from their own 45-yard line. Referee's just stopped play. There's an injury, a blood injury to a Huddersfield player. We've got, looks like he might have lost a tooth. I think it's Hewitt who he's just having his teeth checked. I don't know if it's his tooth or it was when Semba ran at him. I'm not sure where he actually got the injury. Is it on his? I can't see if it's his tongue or his lip. I'm not being funny. Do you know they have the blood injuries, and you when you're if you've got blood on your jersey, you've got to take your jersey off and get a clean jersey off. He's walking off blood from his mouth and he's just spitting all over the pitch as he's going off. Well, you're all right if the next play of the ball lands where you've been gobbing and it's full of your blood. But there you go. 7 minutes until half-time. Still Wigan 0, Huddersfield 10. Flat pass there from Huddersfield, shall we say. Definitely look forward. Huddersfield about 25 yards out. Fifth tackle. They're deciding to run it this time. Nothing doing there. So Wigan will be starting from just inside their own 10 down that right-hand side. And over to Wigan, and it's Kieran with Eckersley in at dummy half. Plays it off to Douglas. Wigan can't get any go forward at all. Leeman in at dummy half. Farrell's going to try his luck. Still can't get to their own 20. 3 tackles completed. Leigh into and Sember trying to bulldoze his way to the 30. He's just short. No chance here for Wigan down the left-hand side with Wardle. He's got Wade on his outside. 3 Huddersfield players come over though. 5th tackle here for Wigan. Field puts a kick in from his own 40. A hurried kick. He was under pressure there. It's going to be taken by Flanagan on his own 20. He's already up to the 30. 35. Gets the pass away. They're going to be starting just short of the halfway line now, Huddersfield. Household down the right-hand side. There's more gaps in Wigan's defence tonight than there is in Swiss cheese. Well, hey, all a bit static there for Huddersfield, but 3 tackles gone and they're already over Wigan's 30. Assuming there's no errors, they're going to be kicking from a good field position, trying to go down... no errors, trying to go down the left-hand side. Once again, they tried the quick shovel pass that got knocked forward. No need to panic though for Huddersfield. They've let Wigan off the hook. Huddersfield, Eckersley got sucked into the play. It was Household with the... you give it one of them. Instead of grabbing the ball and passing, you give it one of them shovel passes. So Wigan start from the scrum on their own 20. They're up to about 25 yards. 4 minutes to go before half-time. They've not threatened Huddersfield's line at all. I'm surprised it's only a 10-point difference in favour to the visitors Huddersfield. Don't know how many times tonight I've thought Hull. I don't know if I've said it. Eckersley almost broke the line there. Not quite though. Wigan over halfway. Now we've got Wade. How fast are you? He puts a little grubber kick in. Then he's run off the ball. He's still going himself. It was almost obstruction, but not quite. Well defended by Huddersfield. Throwing it around. They've made the error on their own goal line. And it's been knocked on. They won't be happy with that, the coaching staff. 3 minutes to go before half-time, and they're trying to play some expansive rugby. It was Frawley. The ball slipped through his fingers, went over his shoulder. He was adamant it didn't go forward. It certainly did. Sorry, it was Jake Bibby. It's the bald head that threw me. So can Wigan get on the score sheet before half-time? They are the masters of it. They've gone to the right-hand side with Kieran. Kieran trying himself. Can't quite get there. This is all very scruffy. Well, that's referee calls held a wasted tackle there by Wigan because there was a Huddersfield player on the floor. Didn't move, but stopped the momentum of the ball being played. Ellis is trying to get over the line himself. Smith with a little dummy there. 2 dummies and a jink. Oh, my word. He gets under the post just before half-time. There's a clash of heads there. I'm sure there was 2 Huddersfield players there that absolutely smashed their heads together. On-field decision. No try. I think they're going to try and go with an obstruction. He was jinking and a jiving, was Harry Smith. Wigan are missing Thompson tonight as well. When we're struggling for go-forward ball, he's normally our man. Him and Mago. So the pass comes in from Leigh to Smith. Mago's in the line, makes contact, and then he's running back towards play. But he's not actually... He's not made any difference to the play there at all, Mago. So I've got a feeling I'm going with on-field decision, Wigan Warriors, try. Apologies for catching the mic there. No chance. For me, that's a try. For me, it's a try. What we're going to go with. No try. That surprises me. That does surprise me. No, should have been her. They've got away with one there, Huddersfield. But you make your own luck in this game. So as soon as we might get 2 or 3 plays in the rest of this half, clock will come back on. So Leigh puts it into the crowd. The clocks are ticking. Oh, might get a set. Might get a little bit more. They've speeded things up a bit there. Huddersfield up to their own 40. Well, just short of it. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. If you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Just 60 seconds to go. Wigan fans are not happy. 5th tackle coming up. I don't know if they're not happy with the performance or the video referee, probably both. High kick comes in once again. Wade knocks on. Huddersfield come up with the ball. Still 30 seconds to go. Could get worse for Wigan here just before half time. Oh, knocked on. Leigh, he was looking for where he was going to pass it before he caught the ball. And yeah, knocked on. So Wigan let off the hook. That'll be the hooter for half time. It is indeed. Right. Got to sort some stuff out on this screen. So let's go to, let's have a bit of quiet. Right. Let's get this sorted out. Ah, there we go. Right. Just learned how to do something. That's why I'm feeling a little bit smug with myself. Apologies. I'm just going to learn how to do something else. Well, seeing as it's a very quiet evening. We're golden, as they say. Right. That woke you up if you were watching this going while you were going to sleep. There we go. Right, so I've got some news in respect of Wigan. Believe it or not, I did write it down beforehand. Two good pieces of news. Adam Kieran signed a new 3-year contract today with the Wigan Warriors. Also, Tom Forber, he signed a 5-year contract extension at the Warriors. He impressed. Last season, he got plenty of game time, didn't he, after Brad O'Neill was out for a big portion of it. So Forber is a Wigan Warrior for the next 5 years. Good bit of business by Wigan. He's a good player, isn't he? Very versatile as well. Also, this is Wigan's first home game since May. You can't use that as an excuse for the poor performances, that's for sure. And the way that they're playing tonight, it's definitely no excuse that they've been playing away. They've not been at the races at all, and they've continued in the same form that they ended the last game out against Leigh. Never troubled Leigh's goal line in the second half. A little bit unlucky there to get a try chalked off by the video ref. But they really have just not not threaten Huddersfield's line at all. Do you know, in the pre-match interview, I made some notes of it, and Matty Pete said, I'm paraphrasing, but this was the gist of it. He was more interested in talking about the tribute to Billy Boston for a start off. Can't call him for that, but he did say, in respect of losing matches, he just said losing is just a different challenge, but it's hard to tell the players they need to improve after a victory. So he doesn't sound concerned, does he? You know, that, why should he? They're just having a poor run, Wigan, but that this poor run could affect the whole season. We were never going to emulate what we did last season, let's be honest. But he's just not concerned at all that Wigan are not performing. If you lose and you're playing well, is that worse than if you lose and you're not performing? I don't think so. I'd sooner not be performing well and lose than playing well and lose. But because otherwise you then become sort of maybe a Castleford or a Huddersfield Giants. But tonight, Huddersfield are definitely on the ball. Wigan needs to come out all firing in this second half from the get-go, because they are not at the races. All right, they've got injuries. You've got Bevan French out, you've got Liam Marshall out, you've got Thompson out. You know, Miski's not playing. So this goes back to what we said at the start of the season. I'm sick of saying it now. Matty Pete said they were going to use the youth. Well, they brought the youth in, and they're doing all right, but it's cost them a try. It's a little bit disappointing. Trying to get comfortable for this second half. Let us know what your thoughts are. Maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh on Wigan and they're doing the right thing. But I'm not convinced that they shouldn't have moved into the transfer market. As I've said on several occasions, I'm sick of saying it now. And maybe the future is Wade when Marshall finally does retire. It's a hot one in Devon. The players are just coming back out now. So anyway, what's everyone's opinion on Macron's wife? Is it a bloke or is it a bird? Looking at the size of her hands, they're like shovels. And, I said the other night on a stream, apparently, the bloke who does the surgeries for birds who want to become blokes, he knew about it and that, and he ended up falling out of a window. And his family came out straight away and said, nah, he wasn't suicidal. So maybe there's more truth to it. And with Macron asking President Donald Trump to have a word with Candace Owens, maybe he thinks he protests too much. Right, here we go. We're going to get the second half underway. Live chat's open. Let us know what your thoughts are. Don't leave me hanging, struggling on my own. Frankie James is in the chat. Hello, Jimmy. It's a dude. What's the problem? What problem? Oh, tell you what the problem was. We're back underway. Wigan kicking from left to right. Yeah, I had a problem with some coding. She, as long as she looks after Macron. Well, she was giving him he or she was giving him a good hiding coming off the plane the other week. All's not well in Planet Macron. Anyway, back to the rugby. Is everything all right with the volumes, by the way? Ellis with a knock on. 54 seconds into this second half. It's not started well for the Warriors. Frankie James says she slapped the shite out of him. She certainly did. Yes, it is. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that, Frankie. I shall be joining you in bed later on. Get that fam on. Huddersfield over Wigan's 30 already. Kudjo just short of the 20 and Sembrin with a tackle. Goulding drives it forward. 6 again. What are Wigan doing? Yes, it is. Frankie can't wait. Neither can I. Neither can I. Wigan. So far, we're not even 2 minutes in this second half. We've had a knock on and 6 again. Messing about play the ball. Huddersfield trying to come down Wigan's weak side, which, let's be honest, is the right hand side. Rushton's getting driven back there though by Wigan. Good defence there. Farrell and Smith in attendance. Trying to come down the left hand side. Knocked on again by Flanagan this time for Huddersfield, so Wigan get away with one. Frankie James says, I can't wait. My little ray of sunshine. Oh, yeah. They don't call me Jimmy Fun James for nothing. Life's one big Mardi Gras. Although it's been a good week with the markets. Anyone trading silver, if you were long, you've had a great day. You've had a great day. Right, so what are Wigan going to do here now? They're 15 yards out from their own goal line. Centre field. Yeah, Frankie says it is. It is for sure. Oh, go on, Wade. Almost broke the line. Just gets scragged by the neck from Lalahua, you know what I mean. Right, Leigh spreads it inside to Cade Ellis. Ellis is driving up towards Wigan's 40. Can't quite get there. Leigh in at dummy half again. Spreads it right to Havard. Havard looks to Nsembe, then drives it forward himself. Still short of the halfway line though. Wigan trying to go left now. 3 tackles completed. Farrell just over the halfway line. Excuse me. Now they're trying to come down the right hand side. Fields in the line to Eckersley. He's got Douglas on his outside. Doesn't use him. That sideline wasn't Douglas's friend there. So Douglas goes into dummy half. Spreads it left to Leigh to Smith. Smith's got time. He puts a high kick in. Not enough distance on it though. Wardle's knocked the ball on. I think Wigan may have been trying to let... Well, I think Wigan wanted Huddersfield to catch the ball, then Wigan could drive them over the sideline. Huddersfield were aware of it, didn't go anywhere near the ball. So Wardle tried to catch it himself, but knocked it on. Offload there for Huddersfield. Still got 5th tackle on here. That's not changed. Ah, there we go. First tackle. Huddersfield over their own 20. Ellis, Leeming and Farrell in the tackle. 25 yards out now. trying to come central. Mago came steaming in there, but it was like an oil tanker turning. Kicking on the 4th. Poor kick though, and it was a lucky bounce for Field. He took it on the one bounce, skidded into his arms, brings it back to his own 30. He's getting driven back by his cheeks. Wade drives it forward, does all right. Leeming in at dummy half, just short of their own 40. Farrell drives it up, just short of the halfway. 3 tackles completed. Leeming spreads it right to Ellis. Ellis to Liam Byrne, who's come on in place of Patrick Mago, that interchange. Now it's inside with Ellis. Smith, Farrell over the 40. Farrell's brought down to about 35 metres from Huddersfield line. High kick comes in from Smith. Flanagan couldn't really get there, knocked it backwards, and it's picked up by Huddersfield. Definitely went backwards. I hate to say it, but it did go backwards. The Wigan fans disagree, but the referee was right on that occasion. 2 tackles gone. Huddersfield is still on their own 10 though. Offload there from Huddersfield, a cheeky one, just on their own 10-yard line. Gained an extra 5 metres there. Flanagan in at dummy half for Huddersfield. Kajor took that static really. Wasn't going anywhere. On the 5th tackle, Huddersfield are going to be kicking from deep inside their own half. This time Wade takes it, no problem. He's back over the 30. He's looking for support. Nobody there. Gives it the old Muhammad Ali shuffle. Which way shall I go? Goes nowhere, but keeps hold of the ball. Well done, Wade. Smith in at dummy half. Wardle drives it forward. Makes no yardage after contact. That's been the story all evening, really. Wardle was slow to get up there. Wade in at dummy half. Spreads it right. Wigan are trying to run it wide. A little inside pass to Nsemba, but Nsemba's wrapped up. Couldn't get the offload. 1 high, 1 low. 5th tackle. Smith putting a kick in from the 40. Puts a high kick in. It's going to land about 15 yards out. Makes a right bollocks of it, Flanagan, and then Farrell picks it up and drops it. So it'll be Wigan a scrum to Wigan, head and feed. Flanagan made a Horlicks of the catch. But Farrell, if he could have took that ball off the floor, the try line was beckoning and he knocked it on. Yeah. No, maybe I was doing Farrell a little bit of a disservice there. So the ball's free. He tries to pick it up. The try line wasn't beckoning. He should have picked it up, but the try line wasn't beckoning because there was 2 Huddersfield players come steaming in. This should be a try for Wigan, and it is a try for Wigan down that left-hand side. On his debut, that man Wade gets over the try line for the Warriors. They sucked the Huddersfield defence in there, and he'll feel much better now. First try in Super League for Christian Wade. Well done, that man on debut. Told you he's a player. Made a few mistakes, but you can just tell. Well, he wouldn't be playing for Wigan, would he, if he wasn't a bit of a player? But do you know what I mean? He doesn't look like he's just going to be a squad player. It looks like you could... How old is he? How old is... How old I don't know how old he is, but we're going to back in it from nowhere. Just a couple of mistakes from Huddersfield, and you know, and this is how it happens, isn't it? You get back into a game that you've not threatened in really. Wigan have not really threatened the goal line. Frankie James says, daughter-in-law in the house. My piece will be shattered, depending on which, mind you, they're all the same. Which daughter-in-law? Kieran with a kick. No problem. No problem. Difficult kick, actually. It was a good kick. I like the little touch there of the post that light up when the ball goes through. Nice little touch there from the Warriors. Just got to sort my seat out 1 second. Ah, there we go. Much better. Right, come on, Wigan. There's a reason why Huddersfield are one off the bottom. They're a decent team, and Wigan struggled against them the other week, but they still got the 2 points. And is that the flaw in Huddersfield, that they can't keep the tempo and the skill levels up for 80 minutes, which you've got to do in Super League? Maybe, we'll find out. Tyler Dupree drives it forward. Eckersley took the ball well. It was ball and contact. He kept hold of it well. Wigan again trying to come down the left-hand side. Field into the line. Short pass to Wardle. Wardle's wrapped up though as soon as he takes possession. Wigan running it on the 5th. Farrell's going to have to put a kick in. He puts a high kick in. It's not the worst. Knocked back by Wade. Picked up by Dupree. It's with Ellis. Wigan is still going. Long floated pass out to Douglas. He gets an offload there. It's all very scrappy. Dupree's got hold of the ball still. What's going on here? They're keeping this ball alive. They're still running it. Put the kick in. Put a little grubber kick in. No. An offload. Another offload. And Sember picks it up. Now Smith puts a crossfield kick in. It's picked up by Wardle. He's going to get over the try line. That's going to be one of the tries of the season for the Wigan Warriors. Wow. Well, there must have been, in that, I'm going to go with 6 phases of play in that try scoring set of plays. And just like that, the Warriors are level. 11 tries this season for Wardle. It was a crossfield kick that came in the end that did for Huddersfield from Harry Smith. So there was what? Farrell put the kick in at first. A left-footed shank that was all right. It was knocked back by Wade. So a long, looping, speculative pass from Ellis. And that's one, there's one. It's just like basketball. There must have been, what? I'm going with six sets of play in that one set of play. At one point, and Sember thought about putting a kick in, and then a full cross-field, full width of the field almost, kick came into Wardle, took possession, stopped dead. The Huddersfield player went past him. Then he just drops himself over the line. So the conversion kick to come, not dissimilar to the previous kick that Kieran's just notched over, which will give Wigan the lead. Undeserved, I must say, but we'll take it. What's going on here? One says, oi, oi. Good to have you in the live chat. Are you a warrior or a giant one? Or neither? Just a rugby league fan, maybe. Ah, Pink Lady. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. This time it's over the posts. The posts light up again. And just like that, from the mistakes that Huddersfield have made now, Wigan take the lead. How are you coping with the heat, Pink Lady? Enjoying it, or are you hoping for some cooler weather? I've got to say, I enjoy it. I do enjoy the heat, but just be nice if it cooled down a little bit. Get the air conditioning on at night time, but it's the noise. Just when I'm starting to get fed up of the heat, in towards the end of the summer, I start looking forward to putting the fire in then. Yeah, so just like that, Wigan take the lead. Wigan 12, Huddersfield 10. But they'll be disappointed, Huddersfield, because it's from their mistakes, their errors, that's really allowed Wigan back into this game. Pink Lady says she's loving it. No doubt that's the score line and the heat. Good on you. There was a ball steal there from Huddersfield, and then it was regathered by Smith. So what's the referee going to do here? We're going to have a captain's challenge. So it was Field who was one-on-one with Lolohea. It got reefed out and then picked up by Smith. Might have been marginally in front. They've given Wigan a scrum. We'll take it. We'll take it. Trying to come down the right-hand side, Wigan, with Eckersley. Up to the halfway line. Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Dupree. Not a good pass, really. He had to reach for that, and it was high, but did well, Dupree. Lost all of his momentum, though. Havard over the 40. Gets to about 35. Havard, apologies. Liam Byrne. Just short of Huddersfield's 30. Smith over the 30 to Kieran. Coming down the right-hand side, Wigan. Eckersley tried the speculative pass there to Douglas. There was an arm stuck out by Huddersfield and knocked on. So that'll be another scrum to Wigan from a dangerous area as well. Pink Lady says, you're both rays of sunshine. Right need to dash. Glad caught you both. Pink Lady. We'll be seeing you soon anyway. Pass on my regards to Huddersfield, who've got a captain's challenge coming. What's with the one anyway? Oh, she's had to go, but she changed her name again. Can't keep up with all these name changes. Are they saying that when the touch came? Yeah, they're saying when the touch came off a Huddersfield player, he knocked it backwards. Well, either way, it's picked up by. Is it picked up by Douglas, or did he get a touch on it? No. Well, Douglas hasn't picked it up anyway. But then it's picked up by. It's picked up by Huddersfield. For me, that's a Huddersfield ball, and it should be a captain's challenge. Successful. It was Bibby who stuck his arm out. Yeah, successful. As it should have been. Hopefully everything's good with the volumes. I don't know why I keep asking that. Frankie said it was okay, so I can just... Well, they're committing Harry Carey. Huddersfield, they've knocked on now. And they've got dangerous field position again for Wigan. Ooh, a little bit. Yeah, there was no attempt to play it with the foot. That's what the issue was. Just rolled it through with his hands, which you can't do. Trying to come down the right-hand side from the scrum, Wigan. Kieran's wrapped up, though. Burn off and may go on. Kajor messing about the play of the ball there. Referee, yeah, that's all right. Just a tangle of legs. Dupree drives it forward now. Now Wigan look like the 6 again for Wigan. Messing about the play of the ball. Huddersfield about 5 yards out from the goal line. Liam Byrne drives it forward. He's held up half a metre short of the line. Leeman. Oh, no, Leeman's knocked on. Oh, no, it was knocked out of his hands. I thought he was... As he tried playing the ball away, there was a slap came in from Flanagan, knocked it out of his hand, so it's 6 again. Wigan will be starting on the Huddersfield 10-yard line. Byrne drives it in. 5 yards short. Now they're coming to the left. Dupree's trying to batter his way over the line. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Huddersfield players there holding him a metre short. Leeman in at dummy half. Once again, another penalty. The referee's going to get fed up of this. Offside, yeah. You've got to be behind the goal line. I can see if they carry on doing this, they're going to have to go to the bin. 6 again for Wigan, offside. It was Matty English. He was stood right in front of the referee as well. It's not the brightest of plays. Cade Ellis driving it forward. He's about 5 yards short. Leeman goes right to Smith. Eckersley. And Sember drives it in, but he's in. As soon as he gets possession, he's wrapped up by 3 Huddersfield players. Leeman goes left. Ellis got the ball and was wrapped immediately. That's 3 tackles gone though. 10 yards out, centre field. Leeman goes to the right to Smith. Smith short pass to Nsemba, and Nsemba's driving forward. Once again, 4 Huddersfield players around him. Too high, too low. Can't get the offload in, so Leeman's going to go left this time, surely. He is. It's with Ellis. Now it's with Smith to Farrell. Farrell straightens it up. He's going nowhere there, though, only into a wall of blue. 5 tackles gone. What are Wigan going to do? Trying to come down the right-hand side now. Field with a looping pass to Douglas. Douglas takes the tackle, otherwise it was a penalty. He ran in behind Eckersley. I know it was a 5th tackle, but he did the right thing there. He had no choice, Douglas, but to hit the floor, otherwise it's a penalty and you'd undo all the hard work. No doubt Wigan will try and keep Huddersfield penned in now. They're in their own 10. Flanagan's complaining to the referee that Wigan are messing about the play of the ball. Bit rich, mate. Apologies for that. I forgot to turn my mic off again when I was having a drink. Nothing worse than when you can hear somebody through the microphone going gulp, gulp, gulp. No need for it. I just forgot. Apologies. But now Wigan give a penalty away. It was Wade. We'll forgive you though on debut. Got his try. Not going to lose too much ground there though, because it was quite close to the touchline. Wade had a second go at the tackle there. Just this last 5-10 minutes, Wigan looked like they fired up. whether the heat's taking its toll on Huddersfield, who put a lot of effort into that first half, we'll find out. Still only 2 points behind though. Right on the halfway line, almost on the centre spot. English drives it forward over the 40, keeping going. Good leg pump there. Makes about another 5 yards after the contact. Over the 30, Huddersfield now. Kudjo straightens it up, almost up to Wigan's 20. 4 tackles completed. Ooh, blimey. English got that ball and was absolutely mullered by Kieran. 5th tackle, what are they going to do? Are they going to put a kick in? Are they going to run it? They're going to run it with Kudjo. He's wrapped up by Nsemba. Douglas. Eckersley. He was going nowhere there. Kieran with that tackle. Blimey. Yeah, it was a wrap as well. Full commitment in the tackle there from Kieran. Wigan centre field with Wardle. Gives it another Mohamed Ali shuffle, then straightens it up. Wigan up to their own 15-yard line. 63 minutes gone. In the lead by just the 2 points, the Warriors. For a 10-0 lead at half-time for Huddersfield. Wigan over the 30 now. But 4 tackles completed. O'Neill's back on. Smith's putting a long kick in. Is he going for a 40-20? He does. Was it knocked on? It was indeed by Huddersfield. Jake Bibby. The ball kind of died on him at the last minute and he just shoveled it forward. Once again. He was a little bit unlucky there because it almost looked like it went backwards, but he gave himself up by just lying there and thinking to himself, what have I done? What have I done? So it's a Wigan scrum head and feed, 20 yards out now for Wigan. Dangerous Fields jinking and jiving. Almost found the gap there. English finishes off the tackle, trying to come down this right-hand side again. Dupree driving, handoff, driving over the line. Can he get the ball down? No, he's held up. It was Frawley who got his legs under the ball. They may go upstairs, but I doubt it because it was pretty clear that he was held up because Frawley had his legs underneath that ball. Yeah. So we go again. Just starting to get a little bit niggly in the tackle there. I think they're getting a little bit frustrated, Huddersfield now. Wigan coming down the left-hand side. Man over, should be over the line. Wardle goes himself. He had the option there to have a little offload to Wade, which would have been his second try on debut, but no point in risking the pass, so Wardle went over on his own. 12 tries this season for Jake Wardle. Wigan 16, Huddersfield 10. It's going to be a difficult kick to come for Kieran. It's right out on that touchline. And with him being a left footer as well, the angle doesn't help. It was a lovely pass from Smith. And also from Jai Field. Yeah. Lanigan got knocked over his own goal line there by Wardle. He was kind of stood still though, and Wardle was going full pelt, so not a lot you can do about that. Huddersfield players standing under the post, taking on as many fluids as they can. Just get a feeling that after a poor performance by Wigan, they've still not been firing on all cylinders this second half. But it looks like they might just have enough now with 14 minutes to go. They might just have enough, especially if this kick goes over. Because it makes it a 2-score lead, doesn't it? Put them 8 points in the lead. Yeah, if you're joining us late and you missed it at half time, he's just signed a new, how many years contract was it for? Adam Kieran. Signed a new 3-year contract, Adam Kieran has. And if you missed the other news, Forbes signed a 5-year contract. And that's through again. He's deadly tonight, Kieran. I think that's the final. I don't want to say it too soon the way we're going to have been playing, but they just look like they're wilting a little bit, Huddersfield. A lot of mistakes creeping into the game as well. Huddersfield losing by 8 now. So it's at least a 2-score game. Converted try and a penalty just to draw level. What are they going to do from the kick-off? Are they going to go long, or are they going to put a short kick in? No, plenty of time, I suppose. 13 minutes. Oh, well, I wish they'd have gone for the short one now, because Flanagan has just launched it straight over the sideline. Started off so well for him as well. Yeah, just hoofed it. It wasn't even close. It was 2 or 3 metres over the sideline. Out on the full. Smith puts it into touch. Wigan will be starting 35 yards out from Huddersfield's post down this right-hand side. He's got a look at Justin Rose, the golfer, as Flanagan. Dupree drives it forward. Bit of a flop there. Referee disagrees. Bit of mouthing afterwards as well. I tell you, it's just getting a little bit... It's just getting a little bit tetchy. I think they thought they had this in the first half, Huddersfield, and now Wigan have come out and took the lead. I think it's one of them... I think it's stinging a little bit. Kieran up to the 10. Dummy pass, then goes on his own. He's still going. He's held up 2 metres short. Just to the right of the post. Brad O'Neill spreads it to the left. It's with Smith. It's with Field. It's with Farrell. He's got Wade on his outside. Poor pass though. It bounces and Wade picks it up. So now on the 5th tackle. Wardle's in at dummy half. 10 yards out. Down the left-hand side. It's with Smith. He's going to have to put a kick under the post. Knocked on by Huddersfield. Another set of 6 for Wigan. It's with Cade Ellis. So he drives it forward. He's going to be put down about 7 yards out. 69.5 minutes gone. Wigan now with Dupree bulldozing his way over the line. There you go. That's what happens. Oh, the referee's gone. We're going upstairs, I think. On-field decision is a try. They were winding Tyler Dupree up just a few moments ago, and there was some extra oomph in that run from Tyler Dupree to get over the line. I'm not sure what they're looking at here, because it was a short pass, whether they're trying to look for a forward pass, but he definitely got over the line. He's still got hold of the ball. Flanagan's got his arm underneath the ball, but then as he rolls, his arm comes away. And the ball's put down by Dupree. I'm not sure what they're looking at. He never loses contact to the control of the ball. His hands never come off the ball, so it's It'll be, for me, Jimmy James, it's going to be a try. Although I got one wrong in the first half. There we go. It's a try. Tyler Dupree, how many is that for the season? I'm going to go with 5. I'm going to go with 5 for the season. They've not told us. Poor defence there from Huddersfield. Another kick coming up for Kieran. This one will be a little bit easier. 3 out of 3 so far tonight. 100% record. I'll do it now. Yeah, he's not going to miss this. Blimey. Good crowding again at Wigan tonight. A lot of it will be to do with Billy Boston as well, the tribute before the match. Straight through the posts. 24 points to 10. They folded in this second half like a cheap deck chair, Huddersfield. It surprises me a little bit. This is a kind of 3/4 kick from Huddersfield. Picked up by Nsemba. Now he drives it forward. He's over his own 20. That's where Wigan will be starting from. O'Neill in at dummy half. Harvey Making comes on for Wigan, making his debut. Matty P. He's true to his word. Well, he's no choice. But he's giving youth a try. Three tackles gone. Let's hope Making can get a good early touch. Got a moth coming. Start buzzing round my head. I always drop them because I'm always worried I'm going to crush them. Got to have a light touch, you know. I won't finish the rest of that saying. 5th tackle kick comes in from Smith. It's over the sideline. Lovely kick there. So it's going to be a restart from the 10-yard line for Huddersfield. 6.5 minutes to go. 14 points in it. I can't see anything for Huddersfield in this match. Getting dive bombed. Three tackles gone. Huddersfield still on their own 30. Trying to come down the right-hand side, being really expansive now, Huddersfield. Nothing to lose. Good tackle there by Wade. Not really going anywhere now, though, Huddersfield. That go-forward momentum after the initial contact is not there in this second half. No, he's not. No, Kajor's lost it. They're gonna have a captain's challenge here, but he just had a loose play of the ball. And it was on the 5th tackle as well. So Kieran's on the floor. Oh, Kieran pulled it out. That'll be a successful challenge, I'm pretty sure. They give it as a Wigan scrum, but if I was Huddersfield, I'd be captains challenging that. Definitely pulled out by Adam Kieran. They're not captains challenging it. Makes no sense to me. That 74 minutes gone. Why would you? What have you got to lose? And it was definitely pulled out by Kieran. Wigan coming down that left hand side from the scrum. Wardle straightens it up, then he's wrapped up. Nothing doing down there. O'Neill in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Farrell. Farrell over the 40. Legs pumping just short of the 30 now. Bibby's on for Huddersfield. Once of the Wigan Warriors. Tyler Dupree just short of the 20. O'Neill spreads it to the right hand side to Kieran. Kieran puts a little kick through. It's partially touched by Huddersfield, but it just loops up in the air. And then Semba comes steaming through, grabs it out of the air, over the try line. That'll be another 4 points to the Wigan Warriors. They might go upstairs here just to have a look to see if there was any offside involved, but I don't think there was. I think he was behind from the kick, and the touch came from a Huddersfield player. If he was a keeper, if you imagine him trying to parry it over a crossbar, that's what he was doing. He only parried it up, and then the 9'4" Junior and Semba came across and plucked it out of the air. 6 tries this season for Semba. And it's game over for Wigan. They've been much better in this second half. Still not perfect though. But Huddersfield have been poor in this second half. Nothing like the first half performance. Yeah. English against Semba. The height difference is noticeable. Frankie James. One hello is Pink Lady, and she's had to go. She's coming staying with us in a few weeks, isn't she? I think she's departed, Frankie. She had to go. Kieran coming up for a 100% kick record tonight from conversions. Lots of fans leaving the ground in the background. No doubt Huddersfield fans. Maybe some Wigan fans trying to avoid the rush. Friday night, isn't it? 10 to 10. Get a few pints in the pub now. He'll get this. It's on the right side for him as well, with him being a left-footed kicker. Just bend it in nicely. Straight through the middle, no problems whatsoever. Wigan 30, Huddersfield 10. 3.5 minutes to go. Billy Boston will be happy with that. After all of the pomp and ceremony for Sir Billy Boston before the game, there's no way Wigan were going to lose this, were they? They couldn't let the legend down. Huddersfield get us back underway. Mago drives it in. He drops the ball. He dropped that ball before he even made contact. It's picked up by, is that Bibbit? Huddersfield, maybe a chance of a consolation try here, going down that right-hand side. Wrapped up by Wardle, Farrell, Wade, all in attendance, and Dupree comes and finishes it off. Just with 3 minutes to go now, to just over 2 minutes. We just don't want any injuries now to any Warriors players, or Huddersfield players to be honest, but trying to come down the left-hand side now. I need to shut my door really, but I want that breeze coming through. Otherwise I'll be melting live on screen. English is trying to come down the right-hand side now. He's wrapped up by Farrell and Smith in attendance. 4 tackles completed. Just under 2 minutes to go. Now they're coming down this left-hand side. Awful pass. They've just capitulated in this second half, Huddersfield. Suppose now you can see why they're, second off the bottom. Oh, now they've knocked on. Now they've knocked on. Ironic cheers from the Wigan fans. Oh, dear. It was Kieran putting them under pressure, but... they've been the builders of their own downfall tonight, like the Roman Empire, Huddersfield. Douglas drives it forward. O'Brien in at dummy half. Brad O'Neill in at dummy half. Short pass to Nsember up to the 30. Driving it forward. Does well. Makes after contact. Making his debut. May go. Well, loose pass there. He just launched it anyway. Gambling. It was knocked on by Huddersfield. They could have had a good chance there of a breakaway try. It would have only been a consolation, but it's typical of this second half, how it's gone for them. They have just not been at the races at all. They've lacked energy. They've lacked skill. They've lacked, I won't say commitment, but they've lacked that go forward momentum that they had all of the first half. Whether they used all their energy up in the first half because it's a warm evening. Oh no, Wade's pulled his... Has Wade pulled his hamstring? It looked like he pulled his hamstring and stopped. Everybody stopped, and then he set off. Whether it was... Has he pulled his hamstring there? Yeah, he's pulled his hamstring. This is just what I didn't want to happen in the final few seconds. No injuries. Should have kept my mouth shut. He set off running, must have felt his hamstring twinge. Everybody stopped. Then he set off running again. And now it's... he's walked off with stiff-legged, as you do when your hamstring goes. So on his debut, he's cost us a try, really. Scored a try. Now it looks like he's pulled his hamstring. He's got a smile on his face, so whether he has or he hasn't, I don't know. He's smiling, so maybe he's not. Right, let's get a bit of quiet on there. What I wanted to say was as well, I didn't get a chance at half-time why it was quiet. I was just messing about doing some other... doing some other stuff. What's going on there? Right. Let's get back over here. So, a good victory for Wigan tonight. They needed it. They're still not firing on all cylinders, but Huddersfield were really poor in the second half. They'll be disappointed with that after they had a first half lead. Wigan losing to Leigh last week, I put it in the description of this video. Not what they wanted, especially when you're chasing Hull KR. And on the Sunday, Hull KR slipped up against Leeds. So Leeds did Wigan a favour there. However, it did put Leeds just 2 points behind Wigan. However, tonight, if you don't want to know any scores, then put your fingers in your ears or join us tomorrow for this for Cracker, because I'm going to talk about that now. Leeds have lost tonight against St Helens. Low-scoring match. Leeds 0, St Helens 6. So that's been a real arm wrestle, it sounds like. So it now moves St Helens into third place, 4 points behind Wigan, both having played 18. Hull KR, they've still got to play. They've got a 2 point lead. And the who's Hull KR got next? With the fixture coming up, they have got Leigh, and that's tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Going to be a tricky game that for Hull KR, especially seeing it's at Leigh. So, all in all, I think Adam Kieran's got man of the match there. Well deserved. Good kicking game tonight as well. Yeah, assuming that, and it's a big assumption, assuming that Leigh can take the points off Hull KR on Sunday, the gap is back to 2 points. That would be game on. I've still got a feeling the form that Wigan are in, they're not going to push for the league. The league, what's it called? The League Shield. Can't remember. But they're not League Championship. You know, top of the league. I can't remember what it's called. So apologies for that. But you never know. And maybe Hull will have a dip in form as well. So after that loss last week to Leeds, if they lose again to Leigh tomorrow, could be game on. But all that's left for me to say is tonight now, yeah, I'm getting hot in here. I'm going to have to go and demoth my studio. Is well done to the Wigan Warriors. Quick shout out. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell, and if you can give me a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Join me tomorrow for Wisła Krakow against Watch-Along in a last pre-season friendly before the league starts. And possibly Sunday night, we might have a new golf live stream. So we'll see how that pans out, though. But thanks for joining me. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live First. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening and have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. Drink responsibly.